Okay, so good morning. This is now the 4th of July 2022, and I'm looking at the MTN chart. Um, and I'm going to be trading this today. So I'd like to just go through some of my processes. This is now my technical analysis and my stop loss placements, target profit, and my risk management process. Okay, so first of all, there's this beautiful bullish move that's moved up here, and then this retracement over here. Now, this looks like a job for a Fibonacci retracement tool. So I'm going to go ahead here. This is TradeView, by the way. And just a side note as well, you can see I don't really use candlesticks. Candlesticks obviously offer a lot more information, but I am a momentum trader, so I just look for crossovers over moving averages, and I base my decisions on stochastics over here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Fib tool over here, and on TradeView you can just go Alt F, and you can start at the bottom of the move and move right the way to the top of the move and just place it over there. All right. And guess what? You can see that the price is currently hovering around this 50% retracement, which is really, really good. It can, of course, move down to the 618, but if we go back a little bit, we can see that this price has had some relevance over here where this has been resistance. This may now turn out to be support over here for a potential bullish move. I could, however, be completely wrong. We'll see, and I'll definitely put an update whether I was correct or wrong. It can move down further, and this could be completely not a retracement. So what I would like to do now is use a Fib extension tool to see where we could possibly start looking at taking profit. So on TradeView, you can open this trend-based Fib extension tool, and this works like this. You would start at the bottom of the move, and you can extend it up to the top like so. Click, and then move it down to where it's now retraced to, and click there again. So what it does is it now sets up extension lines. So if I just zoom out slightly and move this down, we can see this is then the 100% mark where it could move up to, and often it even moves up to there and then comes back down 50% and then goes up to 200%. So if you're looking at waves, you can see this is then wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 would most likely be around here. It could come back to wave 4, and then wave 5 100% up as well. So that could be our possible first target, and then we would re-enter the market on wave 3 and move all the way up here again. So now, where do we set our stop losses? So if I have to now use my long position tool over here, I would now go and place this down here. All right, so I'm expecting, number one, my target to be all the way up here. And I'm expecting, well, I'm going to set my stop loss just below that 618. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see nicely what's going on here. All right, so if it has to move, I've given it room to go all the way down to here, possibly before moving up. This is entirely possible. If it happens to move way beyond that, then we know we are wrong. Maybe we should just move this a little bit. Yeah, okay, that might be a bit dangerous. Let's leave it there. All right. Okay, so we have as we can see, a almost 6 times risk reward on this one. So this could be very nice and profitable if it goes the way that I'm expecting it to go. Right. So now, how do we now work out our risk management? Right. So I have set up a Excel spreadsheet, and I have a possible 10 trades. This, by the way, is not my actual one I use. This is just a copy of it, just to demonstrate. So I'm actually going to increase this to 100,000. There we go. Right, so just to explain how this spreadsheet works. Right, here is my account value. Let's say this is your very first trade ever, and you have 100,000 that you deposited into your account. Now this, if you look at the calculation over here, is if I click here, you can see I've taken that account value and multiplied it by 5% to get a value that I'm prepared to risk. So I've got 5,000 Rand that I'm prepared to risk on this trade. So what I would usually do is just go on and type in the instrument that I'm trading, and I would now insert I would place over here long, so that I can remember and I can see at a glance what am I doing, and then I would go back and take a look at my entry level. So the current price is 136.74. All right, so 136.74 cents. All right, and I would then now put in my stop loss and target profit amounts here. So stop loss, I can see very easily here, is 109.95, 109.95, and my target profit is all the way up here, 281.12. There it is over there, 281.12. Okay, now nothing else has been input here. Now I have some formula that I use here. Now I've got this is my default settings, so this is long, this is short, and I would then just take this and copy it, Control C, and paste it over here, and everything actually works out for me. Right, so I can see that if it moves against me, it's going to move 26 Rand 79 cents against me if it meets this stop loss level. If it goes to my target profit level, it's going to have moved 144 Rand 38 cents. Okay, that's based on that level over there. So this then works out my lot size automatically. Now let me show you how does this work. So if I click on the formula here, you can see it's taken the 5,000 Rand, which is what I'm prepared to risk. It's divided the 5,000 by the amount that I would lose if it has to hit my stop loss. So if it has to move down from here all the way down to there, I'm going to lose 5,000 if I get stopped out. All right, so in other words, it takes 5,000 Rand and divides it by this amount of actual rands moved, and that gives me a lot size of 187 to 1. So for every Rand it moves, I will gain or lose 187 Rand. The potential profit is 26,946 Rand, which is pretty sweet. The potential loss is of course 5,000 Rand. That's what I've now wagered on this. The win-loss ratio is then calculated over here. All right, divided by 300. No, that's not correct. It must be divided by the amount over here. There we go, 5.39. I just had to quickly fix that. And this is how I would then work out my risk management, what type of lot size I can then place on this trade. So it's 187 to 1, and I'm expecting it to move all the way up to 281. If it moves all the way down to there, I will be stopped out. So I hope this makes a lot more sense. I don't use fib retracements and extensions on all my trades. I use it actually very, very seldom. I more look at crossovers. I trade crossovers and momentum, but this just happens to be, I think, the classic retracement. It seems to have gone down and stopped here for the last few days. Like I say, I might be completely wrong. I've given it enough room that if it moves down to there first before moving up, I'm still in the clear, and then I will just adjust my take profit. And if it has to move beyond there, then of course I was completely wrong and I'll lose 5,000 bucks. But okay, I don't have 100,000 Rand account. I will lose a lot less than that because my account is a lot smaller. But the point is this, that I never wager more than 5%. over here. Never wager more than 5%. Let's say I have a particularly bad run and I lose a number of trades. I will update my account balance. Let's say I drop all the way to 60,000. Right, then of course my risk available will be then still 5%, which is now 3,000, and that would now change my lot size completely. If I had to have 10,000 in my account, then of course my lot size is a lot smaller, and then my potential profit is obviously a lot smaller as well. So this is basically how it works, and this way you can manage your risk depending on your account size. If your account grows, then your lot size will be, your available lot size will be a lot higher, and if your account goes a lot smaller, then of course your available lot size will decrease. Therefore you have smaller and smaller losses until you hit a winning streak again and increase your balance, and you can then wager higher lot sizes. Alright, so I hope this is of value to you. If this is, then you can subscribe and like this video please, and I will then obviously be posting more videos as I go. Thank you.